Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest, and here we have a set of cards that you can pick up in the file section of the Facebook group. Do it yourself Strat-O-MATIC, and you can print them out and you can replay the 1919 World Series. These are cards that Strat never created. And today we're going to have the Reds at the White Sox, and it's going to be Jimmy Ring facing off against Cicotte. So let's get started. It's going to be Maury Rath leading off for the Reds. Daubert at first base. Batting second. Batting third is Groh, the third baseman. Rush, the center fielder. Duncan, the left fielder. Kopf, shortstop. Neal in right field. Wingo, the catcher. And Ring, the pitcher. And it will be Cicotte on the mound for the White Sox. And obviously these cards don't have any names on them, so I had to write in the upper right-hand corner. I did that. So let's get started. Let's roll some dice and tune in for long ball baseball and time travel baseball. I'm going to be replaying the 1959 Braves, and they will be facing the Pirates at some point. So tune in for that, and also tune into my field day games, which that's on the schedule as well. And let's do some highlight. Let's do a highlight game, right? So let's get it started, get the flow going, and then we will do some highlights after that. So let me find some dice for Strat-O-MATIC. Okay, we need a 20-sided die, and we need a couple of white dice. Let's see what we got here. Excuse me. Black die there. We got another white die. Okay, two white. Wait a second. Okay, blue. Oh, here it is. Okay, got it. So we need that. These will get pushed to the side, and let's roll. Lefty Maury Rath pitch, and that is a 5 off the pitcher. And a 5 off the pitcher versus a lefty, and a 7 is a line drive base hit, and that starts us off with a single. So let's write that in. I put a little line there. Vertical line for single. Next up is Jake Daubert. And I'm going to roll to see there. No. And it's a 2 and a 6. That'll be off the batter. Cicotte is a righty, so 2 and a 6. And that's going to be a 1-18 triple. And that's a drive over the center fielder's head, and that's going to get to the wall. And coming in to score is Rath. Going into third base with a stand-up triple is Jake Daubert. Holy smokes, a 2-6 is a triple. So right off the bat. Now the series, the Reds lead the series 2-1, and they get off to a 1-0 lead early on here, starting this game off. So we're going to have a runner at third. We're going to play the infield in. That's what we're going to do that here. And I have to find, here my charts are here. This infield in the advanced game is a little dubious, but it is what it is. All right, let's have fun doing this, and that's what counts. Let's roll to see if there's a wild pitch or anything like that. Nothing there. And it's going to be a 4, so that's off the pitcher. He's a righty, a 4 and a 10, and that's a fly ball center field B. So that will be a sacrifice fly deep enough to center to score Daubert, and Groh picks up an RBI. So nobody on, 2-0 Reds, and it's Ed Rush. All right, so we're going to put that aside, and that is a 3 and a 7 off the batter card, and a 7 is a line drive base hit to right field. So far, they've been beating up on Eddie Cicotte. He's given up 3 hits. Got 1 out here at the top of the first. Rush, is he a base stealer? That's another question. Base stealer, he's an A stealing 4 and 5. All right, let's see if we get it. We don't get it. And he'll be a 12, but this guy's a -2, so I don't add too many. As long as, can't be adding and subtracting in the middle of my game. I just don't do that. That's for my accountant to do. All right, here's a guy named Pat Duncan. Pat Duncan is the left fielder. Here's a pitch. And that, we need to roll that. Nothing there. And that is off the pitcher card. He is a righty. And it's a 6 and a 10, and that's a fly ball center field X. Let's see what that's going to be all about. My center fielder is Felsch, Happy Felsch. Great names, right? Outstanding names. What is Happy Felsch over here? He's a 1 E16, a 1 E16. So he mostly will catch everything. And a 2, center fielder with a 2. And he does catch that one. So that's an F8 run down by Happy Felsch, and he's happy he caught up to that one. Larry Koff, the shortstop. Let's roll to see if there's a wild pitch. Oh, a 1. Could be a wild pitch. Let's see what he's got on his card here. Cicotte, wild pitch is a 1, so I would have to roll another 1. That's not going to happen. Yeah. Here's the pitch. And that is a 5 against a switch hitter batting lefty. A 5 and a 6, and that's a fly ball to center field again. But this is shallow, and under it is Happy Felsch. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. So Happy Felsch gets all 3 putouts, but the Reds pick up a couple of runs, 2 runs on 3 hits. And we go to the bottom of the first. Let's see what happens. All right, base hit by Jackson. Shoeless Joe Jackson, and up is Happy Felsch. And that's a deep drive way back, and that ball is gone. 2-run home run, and this game is tied at 2 apiece. 2-run home run by Happy Felsch. And he is filled with joy that he had blasted that one out of the park. Here we are on the bottom of the second, all tied at 2 apiece here in Game 4 of the 1919 World Series. It is Chick Gandil pitch, and that's off the batter. It'll be 1-4 and bounce to second base. 1 down. Next up is Swede Riesberg. And the pitch, and that's a 4 off the pitcher. He's a righty, so it's a 4 and an 8. That's a swing and a miss. Chases the ball out of the zone for the second out of the inning. And Riesberg goes down on strikes. And here's Ray Schalk. The pitch, and it's a 6. That's off the pitcher. He's a righty, a 6 and a 9, and that'll be bounced to third. Up with it is Groh over to first, and in time. We go to the top of the third. That's 2 runs on 2 hits. The 2-run smash by Happy Felsch makes everybody here happy in White Sox land. All right, we are in the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-2. White Sox here at home. And it was the second home run of the day for Happy Felsch that made it 3-2. And Cicotte really he's kind of found his rhythm since the second inning. Gave up a couple of runs in the first, but from that point on, it really kind of shut down the Reds' offense. So we got first and second here in the bottom of the 5th. Leibold walked, and then Eddie Collins singled. And now we got a guy named Buck Weaver who we're going to bunt with. I'm going to bunt with he's the third place hitter, but I don't care. I'm going to bunt with him. And this is 1919. That's an 8. What kind of bunter is he? He is a bunter. So, what is that? An 8 bunter with an 8. It's batters thrown out at first base. Runners advance 1 base. So it's a 3, let's say 3-4. Sacrifice hit. 3-4. Both runners advance. Second and third now. And sacrifice there. And it is Shoeless Joe Jackson. Now, what do we do with Shoeless Joe here? Do you walk Shoeless Joe in the bottom of the 5th and load the bases to face Happy Felsch, who's hit 2 home runs? Probably not. All right, let's roll to see if we get a wild pitch. No, that's nothing there. Let's do it again for the other one. Oh, almost had it. Nothing. All right, here's Shoeless Joe Jackson with the infield in. And that's a 3 and a 10. And that's going to be a base hit, and 1 run will score. The other one will stop at third, and we got first and third now. So they're getting to Jimmy Ring here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 4-2 lead now for the White Sox. And here comes Happy Felsch again. He's hit 2 home runs, a 2-run shot in the second and a solo shot in the fourth. Can he go for the third home run of the day? We're going to have to pitch to him. First base is not open. Nothing happens on the bases. Infield is in. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5 off the pitcher against a Happy Felsh's a righty. So that's a 5 and a 9, and that's a fly ball center field. This will score a run. It's a sacrifice fly. And an RBI, his 4th RBI of the day. So he's having a good day, Happy Felsh is. He's happy about it. And that's 2 outs. All right, so he gets the applause from the crowd here at home. And Gandil is up now. Here's the pitch, and that is a 3 and a 12. The 3 and a 12 is popped up, foul territory, right side, and first baseman comes over near the stands. Daubert reaches in, and he comes up with a hit. What a catch by Daubert. And that will retire the side, but not before. The White Sox score 2 runs on 1-2, 2 hits and a walk. And they lead it by a score of 5-2. All right, this is the bottom of the 7th, 2 out, 2 on, and it's Happy Felsh again. Happy Felsh has 2 home runs today and a sacrifice fly. So he's perfect on the day. 2 for 2, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. He's up here facing Luque. What happened to him? My boy. What did I do with him? Hold on a second. I popped him probably somewhere else. Here it is. Okay. There's the pitcher. Dolph Luque is up and facing Happy Felsh. Luque's on the mound and Happy Felsh is up. And we throw 1 die to see nothing there. And here's the pitch. It's a 2. Luque's a righty, by the way. A 2 and a 6. And that's a base hit to right field. And we're going to try to score Weaver from second base. And let me see. Weaver is a speed of a 1-16. And this is hit, what did I say, 2-6. 2-6 is a single to right. So the right fielder is Neal. Greasy Neal. Well, gotta love these names. And let's see what his arm rating is. And I know there's some other modifier, but I can't worry about all that. That's just too much math for me. He has a -1, so it's going to be 1-15. Here's the throw home, and he is safe. And on 1-2-3, the next batter moves up 1. No, he holds. Let's see. So that's going to be a single, and Felsh holds it first. Coming to score is Weaver. That is 6-2 now. Going to third is Jackson. And we got first and third, 2 outs. And so then now Happy Felsh is 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs. And let's see, who leads the series? The Reds lead the series. So it looks like the White Sox here, the bottom of the 7th, are going, if they can hold on, they're going to tie it up at 2 apiece. This is a 9-game series, by the way. This is the 1919 World Series. And it's going to be Chick Gandil facing Luque. And that is, it could be a wild pitch, but he does not have any wild pitches, so we don't have to worry about that. Here's the pitch to Gandil, first and third, 2 out, and it's a 2 off Chick Gandil. Luque's a righty. It's a 2 and a 9. That's a single base hit, and 2 stars. Coming into score his shoeless Joe Jackson. Happy Felsh goes to third, and Gandil is on at first with an RBI single. That's a 7-2 ball game now. And here's Swede Riesberg. Let's throw that 1 die to see if there's a wild pitch. Nothing. And it's a 1 and a 5, and that's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher, Luque, and over to first, and that retires the side. But not before. The White Sox score a couple of runs, 1, 2, and on 3 hits, and they lead it by a score of 7-2 here going into the top of the 8th inning. 1919 World Series. The actual score of this game, let me tell you very quickly, the actual score of this game was, let's see if I go back. I think it was a 3-2 ball game. No, it was a 2-0 ball game. Cincinnati won this game. All right, that was the actual score of this game. Yeah, we didn't have a great view of the card, so I adjusted a little bit here. I switched the picture. I put them on top. I'm used to having the picture on top, and when I mess with that, this is like an eye chart. I consider this an eye chart. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, lefty versus righty. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, lefty versus righty, and it's an eye chart to me. And then of course it goes down the column. The font, or they left a lot of open space, right? And this is not this is a homebrew from another gamer. But they left with all due respect, even the actual strat cards, leave a lot use very small fonts, and it's not always easy to see. Let's see, Ray Schalk here in the bottom of the 8th. The White Sox, who trail in the series 2-1, lead this game 7-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th, so we're going to play this through. It's a 6, so that's off the pitcher. And he's a righty, so it's a 6 and a 7, and that's a ground ball. Second base, X. So let's see, second baseman is Rath. And Maury Rath is a 1E26. 1E26, a 5. Second baseman, he will make that play easily. And Cicotte is up. He's a 3-pitcher hitting card, and it's off his card, a 1 and a 10. That's a base hit, ground ball, and through. So Cicotte picks himself up a base hit here in the bottom of the 8th of a game that he's winning 7-2. Since after the first inning, he's dominated pretty much. He's allowed only 2, 3, 4 hits, 5 singles since that first inning that he gave up a couple of singles and a triple. So it's Nemo Leibold. I'm going to roll that one. There's Luque cannot even. There's no balks. There's no wild pitches. There could be a 2, which would be a pass ball. I don't even know if that's possible. It's a 1 and a 7, and a 1 and a 7, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. Under it is Rush, and he's there. 2 out. And here's Eddie Collins, the left-handed second baseman. Excellent second baseman at a 1. Let's throw that, see if there's a wild pitch or anything like that. Nothing there. And here's the pitch from Luque to Eddie Collins with 2 out and 1 on. And that's going to be a 2 and an 8. 2 and an 8 versus a righty is a ground ball shortstop, and he'll feed the second baseman for the force, and that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit. We go to top of the 9th, 7-2. 7-2 White Sox. The home team is up here. 1919 World Series, Game 4. I hope you've been watching the series. I'm doing the highlights of this game. I don't know that I played any game entirely, but I think I've been doing the highlights. I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to have Wingo, a pinch hitter, and then we are going to, it's going to be the top of the order. Rath will be coming up, second baseman. Cicotte, he's got it going here. He's been dealing after that first inning that they got to him. He's shut down the Reds' offense, so he's been outstanding. Eddie Cicotte. I don't have any stats for these guys because it's STRAT-O-MATIC. The advanced side, super advanced side, whatever you want to call it. Here's Ivy Wingo, left-handed hitter. Pitch. And that's a 1 and a 4, and that'll be a drive down the line. That's a fair ball into the corner, and that's played by the right fielder Leibold. Hitting for third is Wingo, and he is safe with a leadoff triple. Holy smokes. Leadoff triple by Ivy Wingo, the catcher. So he can smash 1-4. Yep, there it is, a triple. We're going to go and grab a pinch hitter here quickly. Let's see, I don't know. Let's see if I can recognize somebody that can hit. These guys are pitchers. Pitcher. Cueto is a right fielder who can hit. So we'll put him to the side. Nick Allen can hit. Rube Bresler can hit. And we're going to bring up Bresler to hit. But these cards, let me tidy up this card a little bit here with my cutter. tightening up the top a little bit. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, man, that's not good. The surgery was poorly performed. Close enough. All right, here is Rube Bresler, who's going to hit. Let's write him in. Pinch hitter, top 9. And we're going to roll that one die. Infield's back, letting the run come in. Doesn't matter. And that's going to be off the pitcher. Cicotte. He's a righty, so it's a 6 and a 7. That's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman Eddie Collins is pretty good from what I remember off the top of my head. Eddie Collins. Yeah, he's a 1E23. 1E23. And he will get to that. And I believe the run will score on this. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We'll let it score. We don't even care about that right now. Now you're not going to bother to look. And it's a 4. It's an RBI for the pinch hitter, Bresler. And here comes a 1 out, nobody on, top of the order, Maury Rath against Cicotte here in the top of the 9th. Last licks. They're down to their final 2 outs here in Game 4 of the 1919 World Series between the Reds and the White Sox. Here's the pitch, and that's a 4. That is off Cicotte. He's a lefty, so it's a 4 and a 9. And a 1-17 single. That's line, base hit. So that's the single, second hit of the inning. So they are not willing to, lie down here. They're fighting till the end. And here comes a guy named Jake Dauber. Jake Dauber today is 1 for 4 with a triple, a run scored, and an RBI. Here's the pitch. And that's a 6. A 6 against the lefty. A 6 and a 7 is a ground ball second base again. And it's a 19 this time. Second baseman is a 1. And that'll be that's a 4-6-3 double play, and the ball game is over. Yes, the White Sox win it by a score of 7-3 is the final. And the series is now tied up at 2 games apiece. Yes, sirree. The star of the game, no doubt, is Eddie Cicotte, who was marvelous. Pitched a complete game. That was 1 run on 2 hits. And final score is 7-3. Let's see how many hits he gave up. 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits. There was no errors in this game. Again, no errors. Errors came up a few times. I don't know too much about that, but I don't know that enough errors came up on the cards. I think there needs to be more errors coming up because I have some really good fielders. My second basemen are 1. I got outfielders who are 1s. So I'm tightening these cards up. They're a little bit rough. I cut them real quick. Anyway, but it's a great game. I thank Larry for making these cards, so I'm very, very lucky. So it's 7 hits. Let me see. I'm seeing 7 runs. How many hits for the White Sox? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 hits. And no errors on each side. There were a couple of opportunities for errors, but no error came up ever. And what else was I going to tell you? So the other star of the game, I guess it's Cicotte, but even above Cicotte is Happy Felsch. 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs. Right? So he went a couple runs scored. 3 for 3, 5 RBIs, 2 home runs. So he had an outstanding day. No walks, no strikeouts. No errors. And so I guess you have to kind of share the MVP between Cicotte, who went 9 innings, gave up 10 hits, struck out how many? Let's see. I didn't write it down. That's 2 there. 3 there. 4 strikeouts. Did he walk anybody? He may have walked somebody at some point. Yeah, he gave up 1 walk. And runs, 3 earned runs. Home runs, 0 home runs for Cicotte. No hit by pitch. No wild pitches, and he wins that 1-0. The loser will be Jimmy Ring. And that's all I have to say about Game 4. We're going to go to Game 5. And so the White Sox win. I like this score sheet, by the way. It gives you a lot of space to write stuff. White Sox win Game 4, 7-3. Series tied. All right, guys. This is Strat-O-MATIC Baseball. My version of Strat-O-MATIC Baseball. Cutting a little corner here and there just to make it move, get the flow going, and so I don't have to fumble about too much. Thanks for watching. This is Tony Porter. And remember to like and subscribe and comment what you think. Join Strat-O-MATIC Do-It-Yourself DIY Facebook group, and you can have these cards and you can replay the 1919 World Series yourself. Take care.